distance, even if you have glasses, that you can prove by yourself. Well, when I trying to get password from outside to the user, not from inside the computer, from inside the system, the first thing was, okay, I'm not good on typing, so I don't know if you are good on typing. I used to type like 2 fingers, no, not 2 fingers, maybe 4 fingers. But the professional is not a great difference, because between 50 and 90 words per minute, it's so much. But with a good camera, you can take it, the video, and take what he's typing. Okay, the time goes by, but people used to type their password in front of the others. If you go to an office at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., everybody's going to their system and logging in, and they put their password. They are not doing like this. It's not common. You go and you put the password, and you get the mobile phone and you put the password. It's very common to put the password. So if nobody is watching at you, you're not suspecting of everything in life. Okay, maybe information security, yes, but it's not so common. So I tried to make a twist to a very old technique that was based on just looking what you put a password, and that was a technique, a real technique. Instead of on trying to get into the network, into the TCP, and take the sequence number and then hijack it or put a keylogger with the malware. Okay, let's go in the other side, and I try to see what I put. Well, the problem is you have one shot. You have to have a lot of memory, but nowadays you have a very good technology like mobile phones and cameras, etc. So that's very simple. That's an iPhone's friend. This is a camera of the iPhone. This is a tiny mirror that I'm holding with the finger. And okay, that's my nail that I used to buy. Yeah, it was a problem here in India. This is my 3rd week in India. I'm tired of coughing, getting fever and vomiting. Well, okay, that's it. Okay, how was the technique in a nutshell? The first step is, of course, stand near the person who's typing the password. So maybe a meter and a half, much more like this. Then, of course, you point the keyboard with the mirror. I will show you that. And then you record a video, small video, maybe 7-10 second video. It's very short. And of course, you have to process and analyze it. This is where the magic happens. And you get the password. So you have this kind of stuff. I don't know if I got mine. So, yeah, maybe you can. I pass you. You pass the other one. This is a small, tiny periscope that I got in eBay or Direct Stream that you put here in the mobile, and it's not necessary to be in front or the side of taking the mirror. So you pass this one, and there's you can be helped with a tiny lens, 2 tiny lens, maybe if you want to go further with the technique. So pass through the audience. So when you have this, it's very simple. You see, that's just an image. When you start moving the mirror manually, you start to see this line, and of course, it's just the line that divides what you're seeing with the mirror and without the mirror. And to analyze that, I had 3 approaches. The first one is an independent processing. You have the video and you step into frames, and you see. Then my preferred technique, that's the direct video processing, that is with the software, and then the automated processing that is far from my knowledge, but so far. Okay, the first one is the frame extraction. You have the video. You can get some software, some free software like FFmpeg, and get frame by frame, and you get all the images. Then you process, because you have one image, you rotate, you flip, etc. You have to do that with all the images. So you have to bad processing, like software, free software, or with software, free software like InfraView, and then you do it the last part with your eye. Suppose that you got all the frames, you have the original frame, then you can rotate because maybe I'm taking the image in this side, or maybe in this side. Maybe you are sitting here and I'm there, so I'm taking the image, maybe flip it and maybe rotate it. So I have to correct that to read to make the analysis. And then you mirror, of course, because you took the image with the mirror. And then you do the same thing with a batch processor, like InfraView has a very good batch processor engine. So you do that with all this stuff, okay, no problem. And the basic analysis is, of course, try to identify some key, what was the maybe 2, 3, 4 images that correspond to one key. Maybe when it's pressing, when it's not pressing. It's not so trivial to get the key, of course, because the hands are always moving. It's not like a piano player that is very clear. When we type, we do like that. It's very strange. Then you can isolate the keys, so you can see the difference and the movement, and you can switch from the key to the other and see the small movements. And of course, you guess the key. So it's okay so far. So far, so good. Okay. So let's see a study case with an iPhone 5 with normal typing at normal velocity. And indoor light is not a very, very good condition, and normal typing is normal. It's not very fast. Here, look, that's the zone that I'm zooming in. So that's the important part. There's no keys in that side that the guy will press. So like reduce the entropy. And I put some with the Excel or some paint. I painted all the keys over the keyboard, the picture. And look at this. This is 2 images, one and the next one. Look, I have not more resolution from one to another one. But if you get that moment in each key, you probably are very close to guess the key. So, oops, sorry. Can you see the pressed key? Which key? E. The P is pressing the P because it's down in the other side of the other finger. That's if you start to practice, and maybe in a week, it's very, very easy. But at the first time, it's just crossing the fingers. It's not so trivial. So you can get some tips, like get a transparent keyboard and put it like that, and watch the previous movement, because when you press the key, we first like lift the finger to make some pressure in the opposite side, and then you press. So you have to understand the movement of the hands. If you play piano, it's very common to analyze that movements of the key, of the fingers. And you have to consider and alter the shifted key, of course. If you don't get enough keys, no problem, because if you try to guess just words or passwords that maybe are related to the person, maybe if you have a half of information, there's no problem. You can guess the rest. You can read this, and you have just 70% of the information, and the last one is real. Okay. So my favorite one, of course, is the direct by video processing. That is, I will show you with the software. I choose an open source software named Kinovia that is used to motion tracking in sports, like that, the man lifting the weight, and maybe in soccer or rugby, when you kick the ball, and there's a tracking of the ball for viewing the offside of the players. I don't know if in cricket it's used, I think so, but it's really, really useful, and it's free, so it's very powerful. Sorry because of the screenshot, all in Spanish, but it's no problem because it's easy. So that's the program I will show you in a while. I got the video for a friend typing normal speed, You can do all of the techniques I said before. You can get you can do it now in real time. Okay, maybe while the video is playing, you can editing. It's very good. You don't have to extract the images and process the images. I will show you. So that's you can flip it. You can flip it directly from the video, and then you save the video in a flipped way. Here you can import and export and make subsets of images. You can also get automatic levels of colors and contrast. That's is a good help to analyze. That's automatic levels and contrasts and like shapes, etc. You can also draw a grid from the program. You can put a grid. That's to simulate the 2D or 3D over 2D, because you're watching an image, but this is 3D. So you can put the grid and to make a reference. That's another image. And maybe the best feature of the program is that you can put a point in any part of the body. If you have a very good resolution video, is much better, of course. And the program, the software itself, it will be tracking that point in function of all the environment. It tries to say, okay, this point is different from this point, so when it moves this side, I follow the point. So it draws all the track, the path. Okay, that's very difficult when you have low resolution. So you have to correct frame by frame. You will be correcting that movement, and you move this point. No, this is not the finger. This is a crossed finger. That was wrong. So put it maybe in the 2 millimeters in the side. So it's a very like a handicraft work. That's the one path all put in this finger, and that's the main that is in the square. Is the main finger, or the main track point is here. So the software is very easy to use. It's like paintbrush. That's another example. What I did was took one snapshot in each. When I thought that the key was pressed, I took one snapshot, so I can analyze it later. So that's very clear. Look at this. That's very clear. Maybe when you have one finger, it's very clear. When you have all the fingers, it's very difficult because the fingers do like this. And you of course can see the time, the pixel. If you have a 2D grid, maybe you can put one point in. If you are not moving so much the camera, the video, if you are fixed, you can put those points. So then you can try to organize that in a timeline. And you have password, of course. Is the periscope going around? Then the program automatically can export that to an XML file, and then you can put another column with the time, so you can help yourself by analyzing that, and the software is very good to do that. But I thought that there was the first approach to automatize the technique, but it was not possible because the grid is not the same always, because maybe your keyboard is like this or like this or like this, or is in another position. So it is not possible to say, okay, here's the K, and this zone of pixels are the K, because it's not the same in all videos. But if you can arrange the video, it will be good. Okay, so let's see a video, an edited video. That same video. Let's open the Kinovia. Sorry for the interface, Spanish interface. Okay. Look at the very low resolution with the cell phone in this side, because it was like a real representation of the real world in the wild, that I'm not trying to do like this over the keyboard. It was no useful technique. And I can do with this like zooming to the part I'm really interested in. The maximum is 600% zoom. So that's the maximum. That's it. And I can do a frame by frame with the, sorry. That's it. Like frame by frame with the scrolling the mouse. You can go like this. That's it. And that's the first movement. Of course, the program doesn't know that that's the first movement. I have to say, okay, track this fingertip. That's it. And I can continue doing that. Or just look at this. It's just a almost 5 seconds video. You can watch it hundreds of times until you get the passport. Okay. So we will play the video, and you tell me. Oh, it's very fast, but we can slow it down in real time. That's very good. You can slow down the video in real time, so you have no need to editing and exporting and using Adobe Premiere. Okay. Can you see? Okay. Can you guess the password? That's it. Very, very, very easy. That's it. And it is not so complicated if you get some practice. Well, that's it. That video was flipped and rotated, etc. doing that. And the other video is almost the same, but has a difference because it's not a keyboard. It's my friend at college in the university putting a passport in the mobile phone. There's a real distance, maybe almost 2 meters. You may see the distance. If I am here, I make some cuts because at first he typed it wrong, so we can make it again and again. And if you put like this, that's normal. It's normal, but if you go, it's very, very easy to take it. Of course, you have to if you have a very good video, very good camera, that's the beginning of the technique, because the cameras from this moment on will be growing and growing and growing the resolution. And maybe 2 years ago, this was not possible because of the quality of the cameras. I tried this technique since 2 or 3 years ago. It was impossible with my BlackBerry, so not possible. And then from iPhone 4 and Samsung Galaxy S3 and that kind of phones, the new generation, it was possible to do that. So that's all. Let's continue. Well, so if you can go to an automatic processing, it would be very good, but I think it is still very difficult. I really tried to do it. I contacted some Indian programmers that I think that are the best programmers in the world are here in India. I contacted them to get some help. They gave me some help, but it was not enough. So if you have some ideas, the research is open to you. So maybe you can get the 3D modelings of the hands and the keyboard. There's a lot of models or 3D models available online for downloading for free. And you can use technique of motion estimation from 3D over 2D. There's all studied, a lot of papers and a lot of stuff of graphic design on that. That's no problem. And there's a lot of papers and studies about physical engines, from Angry Birds to every game is using a physical engine. So you can do some motion tracking and collision detection, because maybe when you can calculate when if you have two surfaces you can automatically calculate what the surface is touching between them. So if you have an engine, it's very easy to do. And of course, it would be great to have a Python script that solves everything. We used to look for that. So there should be, in the Python standard library, there should be a function, or I don't know. But that's it. All in all, I really like to watch back to all techniques, because we always try to go further and deeper and the technology and technical and cryptography and protocols, and that's good, it's very good, but the problem is if you take the big picture of privacy, that's a really big deal in trying to understand how we do things and how we put our password as is our own privacy. If I get the password, I get you. That's it. There's a lot of control measures, etc. But it's really important to take care of that. So you can practice that from now. From now, maybe you can get you have to get a tiny mirror, but that's it. In an hour, you can be sniffing, eye sniffing password to your friends. So that was a very complicated. That was very complicated in the last Eco Party, last event in Buenos Aires. That everybody after the talk, everybody was putting this password like this. It was because of me. And of course, you can do it in a lot of applications, maybe in locks, electronic locks, mobiles, and everything that you have to put something that you know. That is the main way of authentication. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you very much.